Mum, say hi.
I mean, I want to, but I'd like to know who I'm saying hi to.
Wait.
Just think for a minute. A serial killer obsessed with good-looking, middle-aged women is watching this video. I could be in danger.
I mean, she has a point, kind of. I always knew she was the star of the family.
Oh. The argument presented here is sufficient. We need to keep the focus on Mr. Ahmad Fadil's uniqueness in our agreed goal of ending the suffering of the Iraqi people.
Agreed. The argument has yet to address the issues which may lead to war.
Mr. Ahmad Fadil was promised he'd be allowed to present his case based on his living under the UN sanctions regime.
Exactly.
No one is suggesting otherwise. But
the matter is settled, Jack. Let's not lose the advantage Mr. Ahmad Fadil offers our policy objectives. Here is a menu for you.
Some things you can't afford to lose in translation.
Allergia. Shoes.
Shoes?
But what if you're just not communicating?
Romanian.
Just give me 1 minute.
It only takes a minute to translate any document into the right language.
Is it like old school Shakespeare, or is it a more modern production? You know, my friend Sandra told me that one time she saw a very alternative version of Macbeth. Everything took place in a slaughterhouse.
We can't.
Well, I agree. You can't transform such an iconic piece of dramaturgy.
No, Mum, we can't go to the theatre.
Why not?
Because the play's been cancelled.
What? When?
Since a few days.
So you lied to me.
What choice did I have? I don't want to come back to my old life.
Your father and I agreed to you coming to London because you had a job. Now that you don't, you're coming home. That was the rule.
Oh, I'm sick of your rules. Diesel's rules, Jess's rules, now Mum's rules.
What are you talking about?
I'm staying put. I need to keep trying.
If you don't come home with me, Stu, you will be alone with no money. How will you pay the rent?
If you don't love me.
I don't think any woman will ever love you as much as I do, but the woman...
She didn't really like the idea of their relationship going that way. I think she liked to keep it on sort of a spiritual plane. And they became engaged, but then she would decide, oh no, this will never work, and then they'd stop. And there would be periods where he wanted to take the relationship in a more passionate, and then she would say no, and then he would say, well, no, that's best we don't, and then she would decide. So it was very, like a lot of relationships.